Hey everybody, I'm SpectralStar and welcome back to Let's Play Prey 2017. It's time for the alternate ending episode I promised you guys.
What am I talking to?
My name is January, 2035. There are many operators aboard Talos 1, but none of them are like me.
Nonsense, you're a machine. No conceived one. Morgan would never. You tricked her. Who programmed you?
I represent the desires of Morgan Yu, circa January 12th, 2035. Your sister created me to ensure her objectives would meet with success, and that yours would fail.
Mine? There's no difference between what I want and what Morgan wants. Not the real Morgan.
You believe her present disposition is illegitimate because it might be rooted in the personality Drift users experience when subjected to heavy neuromod cycling. But why believe that? It's conceivable Morgan might have reached similar conclusions, but for different reasons. Can you determine how much the Drift imposed on her thinking? I cannot.
Oh, I've determined one thing.
What is that?
You don't know the difference between a bug and a feature.
Uh-oh. So that's what happens if you watch the cutscene take place without stepping in on them, I guess. I was wondering if there was something like that in the last episode.
I'm surprised that you primed the arming case. Perhaps
Yeah, I
you
did.
see that as a precaution, but I assure you it won't be necessary. The Nullwave device will work. It should only take a few seconds for a signal to propagate through the coral and lobotomize every Typhon on Talos 1,
I'm surprised.
including the big one outside.
I'm not
The
surprised
rest
that
of
he's
us
standing
should
here
get
with
away
the gun,
with a mild
actually.
headache. I'll
Watching
let you do
the
the honors, but you better hurry.
destruct button. So yeah, alright. Let's go light this candle. Well, not light the candle, actually. Cleanse the candle. Cleanse the cake. Let's cleanse the cake. Let's cleanse Talos 1. Nullwave Transmitter ready. Let's transmit. Oh, wow.
What is a neuromod? Well, it's both an easy answer and a complicated one at the same time.
Yeah.
It is the future, today.
Yeah.
More importantly, our past, today. This is the work TranStar does. Every employee working together. It's immortality. And it is beautiful.
It's also genetic manipulation. And some would call it playing God. Okay, I don't think we have to watch this again. Or do we? Okay, well I'm just gonna cut this out and we'll be right back after they get done with this again. Okay, and we're back. So that ending so far was really cool. In other words, basically, everybody's got a little Typhon in them now. Because they marketed the neuromods. And they've distributed them to the Earth. Here we go again with this.
It's finished.
Yeah.
How did it do?
Activation of the mirror neurons is promising. Empathy quotient shows to be exceptionally high.
It
I have a lot
probably
of
thinks
empathy.
it was dreaming, and nothing mattered.
You're assuming it thinks like us.
Its life depends on it. Ours too. It all comes down to the choices it made.
It saved me from the cargo container. I would have suffocated otherwise, and later it recovered the Lightner connectomes. They were of no practical use, except that they were deeply meaningful to me. It installed multiple Typhon-based neuromods. It could mean an instinctive return to its own kind, or an an attempt to integrate its dual natures, but its most surprising act was sparing Da. While perhaps for purely selfish reasons, this, at least in principle, enabled others to escape Talos 1.
Michaela,
I would have died without my medication. That wasn't easy. That says a lot, I think, about its heart. Can I say that it has a heart? It also found my father's records. And then, I did not expect this, but it let me listen to them. Despite the self-incriminating content, it was willing to make itself vulnerable. Then, there was a man in psychotronics, Ingram. It let him go. Was that mercy?
would you let it live?
Yes.
Well, good. Thank you.
Sarah, you're next.
We've been through this
The situation in the cargo
the
bay
finale
was
episode.
bad. None of us would have survived without its help. And it destroyed a large number of Typhon across the station. That has to be a good sign. Further, it thwarted Dar's attempt to use us as hostages. If it were one of my officers, I would give it a commendation.
Danielle, what do you say?
It found me. It didn't need to, but it did. I asked it to stop Volunteer 37.
Oh,
That
I
was
stopped him,
dangerous.
alright.
No way to be sure, but I think it has
Stupid
a sense of
imposter
retribution.
cook.
There were a lot of humans controlled by the Typhon that it could have harmed. Seems like it went out of its way to avoid that. I think it's worth the risk.
In the end, it chose to activate the Nullwave device. Why? To preserve the Typhon technology? We can't really know what its motives were for anything it did.
But we have to make a choice. You can hear us, can't you? Here. I want to show you something.
What is this all about anyway? Did you fuck up and like you're creating something that can fight these things because you're too pussy to go and correct your mistake, or
What you experienced was
What?
a reconstruction based on Morgan's memories.
So
That's-
yeah, we fucked
It's the
up
world today.
and you're trying to correct it.
We spent years trying to put what you can do into us. We never tried putting what we can do into you. Until now.
Please don't put anything
You're
in
the
me,
bridge between our species.
you sick fuck.
I need to know if you see us.
I do.
I mean,
see.
really see us.
Yeah, you're kind of hard to miss there, buddy.
Take my hand if you do.
And you know what I'm gonna do? Guess what I'm gonna do this time? Since I took Alex's hand last time, I'm going to kill them all this time. Yes, you finished prey. I sure did. Okay, so that's what happens if you pick the Nullwave and you kill them. Bunch of buttholes. And they didn't deserve to... They fucked up, as far as I'm concerned. And, yeah, it's been a great episode. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I know it's a short one. I'm going to continue Metro 2033, finish that up. And then after that, I mean, the sky's the limit. Who knows what we're going to play next. Hope you guys are ready. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.